I'm either gonna love this wall or regret this wall. There's no in between. Oh Lord. Alright, that's all we have so far. And then I'll get more over time. Okay, today officially starts my, I don't know, what should I call them? Should I call them Road to Korea vlogs? I hate that. What should be the name now? Because I said it as a joke and now, okay, welcome to the, I guess the official start of my moving to Korea vlogs. Planning to move to Korea vlogs, planning to move but don't have an official plan yet Korea vlog. We'll figure it out. So for those who don't know, I have been planning to move to South Korea for about 2 years now. Long time to plan it, but I was applying to a Fulbright, which I sadly did not receive. Yeah. I'm kind of not bummed about it though, in a way. I think that Fulbright, while it would be an honor to receive one, I think for what I want to do and the reasons that I am moving and wanting to teach abroad in the first place are not for prestigious purposes. And I feel like the Fulbright is more of the academic route, and I am just doing it for the cultural experience. I'm very passionate about Korean culture, Korean language, and my love for the country grows and I learn more and more about it every single day. And I don't really just want to go to put it on a resume, you know? That's not the whole reason I'm going. So yeah, I guess that's my rant. My mild rant on why I'm not bummed about not getting a Fulbright. Now I am officially applying for EPIC, the EPIC program. Yeah, the application is so hard, but that's okay. I don't even have my letters of recommendation yet, so that's how well I'm doing. But we'll get it done. We'll get it done in a lot of time, and hopefully I get an interview, and then hopefully I can go. That's what we're manifesting. That's what we're hoping for. Fingers crossed. Yeah. So today I am officially starting my TEFL, T-E-F-L. However you want to pronounce it, I like to call it TEFL. I'm very excited to start this course, yet nervous because I'm afraid it might be harder than what I thought it would be. I don't know, I'm afraid. I'm not like, I have multiple learning disabilities personally. And while I am very proud of the fact that I have went through high school and college, it takes a lot more time for me to finish a course than it does for people who do not have learning disabilities. So yes, I am very excited to do this and nervous, but I'm officially gonna start. I just wanted to start this vlog because this is kind of like the first step to this whole, the reason why I restarted my YouTube channel, which is to vlog me moving to Korea and, I don't know, being another foreigner vlogger in Korea. So let's see. I'm doing it through my TEFL. We'll get it eventually. I'm doing it through my TEFL. That's where I got my course from. It's literally called my TEFL. It was on the list of accredited programs to get the certification from my university. So that's how I know it's trustworthy. It also wasn't $1,200 like some of them are. We can't all afford that. Jesus. I haven't been a student in over a year. I'm a little nervous. I thought I was just gonna be the teacher, and then, you know, the pandemic happened, so. Hello everyone! Welcome back to my channel. So anyway, I thought I would start off this video, whatever this video is gonna be. I haven't learned how to like organize my clips yet. I just film stuff and I'm like, I'll get back to it. And then I don't. So that's how life is going for me. Quick little Weepers haul. I got the varsity hoodie. It's really nice. I really, really like it. It's surprisingly really well made. And I don't know, I think that I can wear it at work. We'll see if I'll be able to wear it at work. I got the little Army Bomb keychain. Look how cute the boxes are. I just love miniature things, but I didn't know, I figured like the keychain would come in a bag, right? No, it came in a matching box. And it's so little. It's so cute. I'm obsessed. And okay. Oh, ow. Why do I keep hurting myself? And then this is the keychain. She's super cute. She even lights up. Wow. Look how cute that is. And then this is it next to like an actual Army Bomb. Look how adorable. I can't get over it. I like miniature like toys, like mystery toys and stuff. So I'm 100% obsessed with this tiny keychain Army Bomb. And it's actually really cute. It's just like a literal exact replica of the big one. Super, super cute. And I like how this is gunmetal. I really like that little detail. I'm out of breath. I got excited. But I'm going to go to work now. What's new? I literally say that in every single vlog known to man. Oh, how did I forgot that I made a clip about my first like TEFL class. That was good. Yeah, I finished the first, I guess not the whole first chapter. I finished the first section in the first chapter. No, wait. I finished the first two. No, I finished the first section in the first chapter. I only missed one question because it was a double negative. So the wording was weird and it made me uncomfortable. And I was tired by the end of it. So I was like, I'm just gonna answer it, and I got it wrong. But I got all the other questions right, so that's what matters. Yeah. So I guess I'll go to work. See you after work. I work all day because what's new? Bye. All right, I'm back from work and oh god, I'm not focused. Hello, focus on me. Am I focused now? Okay, so I'm back from work and I ate dinner, had dessert, I'm watching Run On right now. I like it so far. I think I'm on like episode 4 because I just finished episode 3, or maybe I finished episode 4. Sorry, I'm out of breath because I got heated. And why did I get heated? TikTok. So for those who don't know, I have a TikTok account. You should follow it. I make fun content. You know, I make controversial videos sometimes because I like to talk about issues within the K-pop community and like, you know, stir some shit up because I like to. Simply. I think it's things that people should talk about and no one talks about it. And basically I didn't even have a lot of comments. I didn't even get a lot of views, but there's always that one person who has to comment, right? Always that one person. They're probably like 13. But I mean, I don't usually see these as arguments. I see them as like conversations, but then people turn them into arguments. And so then I have to back off because I'm not gonna argue with someone on TikTok over K-pop. I don't even know how to begin this topic. So anyway, from this person's they were basically saying, one, K-pop is, I'll just read them. You know what? I'm just gonna read them. If you're interested in K-pop, you'll be interested in this, I guess. And if you disagree with me, comment down below, because I love a good conversation. And I really don't want to argue, so please don't argue with me, because arguing leads to nowhere, because I'll just stop replying. I don't argue with people. Anyway, this person said, I'm gonna keep them anonymous. You can go on my TikTok if you were like that interested, but please don't send them anything. Literally, they're probably 13. Do not send them anything. And if you're 13, don't do that. No one likes to cyberbully. Anyway, basically, she said, they said, he said, I don't know who this is. But the opposite is true too, calling K-pop a genre, which it is an industry, wait, let me start over. But the opposite is true too. Calling K-pop a genre when it is an industry is wrong as well, because people think all Korean music is K-pop when it's not. No one thinks that. Okay, continuing. K-pop wasn't a genre before, wait, no, that part. Epic High isn't K-pop, but they get shoved under the stereotype because they're Korean. Saying you like BTS and not K-pop isn't wrong, you're generalizing a country. BTS did pave the way for K-pop acts, but to box them in a category is wrong when other Korean music exists. Not everything is K-pop. So I said, first of all, you're taking this way out of context. Also, K-pop is a genre within the Korean music industry. No? Am I wrong with that? Let's talk about this first. So, how I see the music industry and what I know of it, I am clearly not a musician whatsoever. I do sing here and there, but I'm not a musician. You have your industry, the music industry. And then you have either smaller industries within it, I guess. But I just assume those are genres of music within that industry. So like the American music industry, you have pop, rock, so many more, R&B, you have all of that. So I know as like K-pop, K-R&B, K-rap, K-alternative, I don't know. Those are like the ones that I know are labeled as such. And I just figured always that K-pop was a genre within an industry, or at most it would be a smaller industry within the larger industry. Tell me if I'm wrong on that, because I am still learning a lot about the K-pop industry, or the Korean music industry in general. And then it said, I'm not generalizing an entire country here, and nothing I said did with that whatsoever. I listen to different genres of Korean music as well. Let's start this. Just because I listen to K-pop does not mean that I do not listen to other Korean music. In fact, you were very, very wrong. I actually was listening to K-R&B before I even started listening to K-pop, because I was afraid of I was afraid of how people would view me if I became a K-pop fan. And it's because of people like you, anonymous person. There's such a stereotype with K-pop fans that, you know, we're all that crazy fetishizer who like just wants to be with Korean men all the time, and like, you know, I am, or like they want to become Korean, and like that is not the reality for most K-pop fans and stans that I know. That is not the reality. Like, for most people that I have met, and the people who are my friends, completely normal people in their 20s who are literally just into this kind of music, and they're really into Korean culture, and they have done their part in educating themselves on them, and they're learning the language as well. And I'm so sick of this stereotype. Yes, when you see that, call it out. Call it out. Call out the fetishizers. Call out the delulus. Call out all the crazy people. But just because you are a fan of that does not automatically mean that you are, or that you are uneducated in everything that's to do with Korea and its culture. Anyway, continuing forward. So I left it at that. And then I admitted, I said, I see where you may take industry out of context, but that's really just nitpicking what I'm saying at that point. LOL, please don't assume. As in, don't assume anything about me just because I made a 15-second TikTok, because that's what normal people do. Don't assume that you know everything about my life because of a TikTok or what I post on YouTube or Instagram. Y'all don't know me. Or like, you do. If you get it, you get it. You get what I'm saying. Oh, it's just exhausting. Like, not once did I think that, you know, when I first discovered that I had this ambition to teach abroad and that I knew I wanted to teach in an Asian country, and then I was doing all this research and I found so many foreigners living in South Korea, and they were like, this is the best one I've ever lived in, and like, this is the best one I've ever taught in, the benefits, blah, blah, blah. When I finally decided that through my own research that I was heavily interested in the Korean culture and I was interested in learning the language, and I started to learn the language, and then from learning the language I wanted to start listening to Korean music. Never once did I think that through that I would be, you know, stigmatized, stereotyped, I guess, into a fetishizer and a dumbass who doesn't educate herself. No, I'm a 22-year-old, almost 23 next month woman who made her own decision when it came to getting into this industry. Before I even knew about the Korean music industry, I did have my own, stereotypes against K-pop fans, but only, and it wasn't even like insulting ones, it was more like, I just know how intense they are. They reminded me of like Directioners, like One Direction fans. That's what I thought of them, like mobs and, you know, crazy obsessiveness and all of that. But literally, it's not, most people are like chill. Like, I bet if I passed any K-pop idol on the street, I wouldn't really give a shit. Like, I wouldn't care. And because they're people at the end of the day. And I've always felt that way about any famous people. I think the only one I would probably freak out about if I ever saw her would be Stevie Nicks, because how do you speak to Stevie Nicks? I'll never figure that one out. Or Meryl Streep. Oh my god, if I met Meryl Streep, it would not be good. It would be so embarrassing. But I mean, like, at the end of the day, I listen to this music because I enjoy it. I listen to it because it's different. You know, the American music industry has remained relatively the same for like 20 years. I mean, yes, there's been a lot of changes if you want to get technical with it, but at the end of the day, most of the music that I hear nowadays sounds like music that I heard 5 years ago. And it's exhausting. When I discovered K-pop and K-R&B and just Korean music in general, it sounded so different. It was bringing something new to the table in my life. I know it's been around for a long time, but hey, I'm new to it. I've only been listening, I only discovered it the end of 2019. Like, I'm new to the entire Korean music industry. I'm still learning a lot. And I guess my way into getting into it was through K-pop. And that's not a bad thing. It's such a different industry or genre. The music industry, you know, it's so confusing with these technical terms. How it works and how training works and, you know, debuting, and that stuff doesn't happen here. So of course I'm gonna be consumed by it and be like, what the fuck is all of this? It's so cool, yet dark and twisted, and there's something wrong with it at the same time. And I don't think there's anything wrong with calling that out. And then I'm not like a blind fan when it comes to K-pop. Like, all my friends who I met through TikTok and everything, who were fans of the K-pop genre, I don't know what to call it, who were fans of it before, you know, BTS started to get really big, and then K-pop started to get really big in the US, they were like, the social media environment of being a K-pop fan was so different. K-pop stan Twitter, K-pop stan everything was just so much more chill. You could make jokes and people wouldn't get angry. You could question if something was right or wrong and people wouldn't get angry. And I think I got like the tight end of that when I first started getting into it, because when I first joined, people were cool with like jokes and stuff because I make dirty jokes and like I like make cruel jokes sometimes. And I think that's just my sense of humor. I have a naturally bitchy tone. So sometimes my jokes just sound like that because that's how I speak. And when did it start to become so, I don't even know, so careful? Like, you have to be so careful. You have to tiptoe. When did it stop being fun? You know? When did all of this just stop being fun and cool? I think that if you were that fan who constantly has to defend stuff, then you need to reevaluate why you became a fan in the first place. Because I can bet 100% that none of your groups ever put out a message of supporting cyberbullying whatsoever. And some of these comments, while you think you're defending, you know, an idol or defending a group, and you think that you're just giving an opinion to the table, from what I know, the majority of that is literally just cyberbullying. And you guys do not know the line. And you need to figure that line out. Because as a grown woman, I really did think that cyberbullying was going to stop, like, when I got out of high school. I really, really did. Because that was, like, when a bunch of people were like, fuck, this is so stupid. And they just stopped doing it. But, I don't know, through this, something came back. And when y'all, cancel culture happened, and when y'all see something that you just don't agree with, you do attack. And I know for sure, BTS specifically, if we're going to talk about them, would not fucking support that whatsoever. And I don't know when you get these lines blurred. You're not defending anyone. You're just being a jerk. End of story. Anyway, that was my 20-minute rant. I study Korean, and then I'll probably get one section of my TEFL done tonight, just so I can get going with that. 120 hours, I only did like 4 hours. Yeah, and I'm getting my priorities straight. My priorities are focusing on what makes me happy. What makes me happy right now is the idea of getting out of my house and moving to South Korea. So that's what I'm gonna do. And hopefully teach some little kids. I want to be a cute school teacher with like floral skirts and like a cool silk top. You know what I'm talking about? Like I see that picture in my head. Okay. Bye. I hope this rant was interesting for any of you. I know that these like subjects in K-pop I find super interesting, and I find that no one calls them out because a lot of creators are afraid to call it out of like retaliation or being canceled, which I understand. I guess I have a fear of that too in a way, but also I'm not afraid to delete my shit. Like if I start getting cyberbullied just because I said that I think that K-pop stans cyberbully a lot, then you know what? I'm speaking the truth, and maybe I'll need to reevaluate that. But yes, I think that K-pop should just be fun, and that we should all just be having fun, and that most people that come across my page are super chill. They get the joke, they understand it, they have a good time with it. I think that's how I got to 23,000 followers. But those people who don't get the joke, they ruin all the fun. I can have so many good comments that are so awesome and great to see, and then I get that one person or the two people who don't agree, and then they just choose to be complete jerks about it, and they can just ruin my whole interaction and like make me just want to stop doing it. And I just gotta learn to ignore those people, because at the end of the day, why am I gonna let some random troll who's probably 14 years old or Delulu on TikTok ruin my day? Why would I do that, and why give them that power? They don't deserve to have that power. And also, I'm a 22-year-old woman, almost 23. I shouldn't be giving them that power in the anyway. Rant over. Time to get some work done. Thanks for listening.